Hello guys and welcome back to some Frosti-Town. Today we're going to be modeling something like this. And we're going to add some things, some columns to it. So let's get right down into it. So we're going to delete this, we're going to turn these guys on, and we're going to turn these guys on. So we're going to hide the camera for now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create a plane S8. Let me turn on my screencast keys. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into edit mode. We're gonna right click, we're gonna subdivide this by 30. Alright, the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on proportional editing and click random. Okay, let's set up our camera. Shift and tilde to bring it right about here. Let's go into our camera and bring it back a little bit. Alright, so we're all set up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select these words, and we're going to select these words, and we are going to scale them up, and we're gonna scroll up to give that mountain effect. Then we're gonna select these words, and we are going to bring this up to right about there. We're gonna select these words, and we're gonna bring this up and right about there. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, looks good. We're gonna select these words, and we are going to select these words, and we're gonna bring this up. We're gonna select these words, we're gonna bring this up, and we're gonna bring it right about here. We're gonna select these guys, we're gonna bring this up to right about there. Let's go and check this out. So we have something like this. Let's apply a subdivision modifier, Control 2, and let's select these guys, bring this up to right about here. Let's select these guys and bring this up to right about here. Select these guys over here, bring this up. Select these guys over here and bring this up. Let's select these guys, bring this up. Let's select this guy and bring this up to right about here. Let's select these guys, bring this up to right about here. Let's go back into camera and let's bring this a bit closer to right about there. Alright, now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into shading. We're gonna go into shading and press 0, and we're gonna click the plane. We're gonna select new, and we're gonna add a Musgrave texture, and we're gonna add a color ramp. I'm gonna plug the height into the factor, the color into the roughness. I'm gonna bring down the color, detail up, dimension down, and we're gonna make it a bit shiny. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a sphere. We're gonna bring it right about here. I'm gonna scale this up, bring it right about here. Gonna go into world settings, bring the world settings down. We're gonna go into sphere, we're gonna give it an emission, strength of 20, and give it orange. I'm gonna get rid of the light, so we have something like this. Maybe if we give it 40 seems nice. Let's go into the light and give it a bit of orange, and let's bring it right about here. To right about there. Shift D, G and Y, right about there. So we have something like this. Let's go back into edit mode and let's select these words and bring this up a bit to right about there. Select these words, bring this up a bit so we have something like this. Let's add a area light, bring this up, and let's give it let's give it 100. Bring this up and give it a bit of orange. Shift D, G and Y. Let's skip the lights. Let's scale this up. Let's bring it a bit backwards. Scale this up a bit. Give it 20. And let's go here and let's give it 6. Alright, so let's import NFBX. You can download this from Mixamo. Let's turn him around to right about there. Scale him down. Bring him up. So this is it. This is what I was going for. but we can import an OBJ. And we can bring one here, and we can bring one here. And let's array this. Let's give this an array too. Next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna add an empty. We're gonna bring this guy up. Gonna go into our camera, and we're gonna add depth of field, and we're gonna select the empty, bring it down to right about there. And there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, stay frosty. And Frosti-Town signing out.